Hey guys, today I have my October favorites for you, and change of scenery today because it is actually Halloween right now, and it's only 2 in the afternoon. I thought that if I started filming now I would get my video filmed before the trick-or-treaters came around, but no, trick-or-treating started at like 1 o'clock this year because it's on a Saturday, and the doorbell is ringing every like 5 minutes, and we'll see how this filming goes. It might be very interrupted and I might seem a little bit like twitchy because like doorbell, gotta give kids treats, but I love Halloween, I love October, and I'm excited to be filming my favorites, but at the same time I'm so sad because that means October is over and there's a whole year until it's my favorite month again. Since I'm talking about Halloween, I thought that that would stem into my first favorite, which isn't really Halloween related, but it's pumpkin related, and pumpkin and Halloween like go hand in hand. So my first October favorite is the pumpkin pie quest bar. I have 2 boxes of it, and I'm actually being sent a third one because of a funny story. I had posted a picture of my pumpkin pie quest bars to my Instagram. I took like a really nice photo. You can go check it out on my Instagram at JulieJigsaw. The Quest pumpkin pie account reposted it, full credit, it was great. But then their much larger main account, the Quest Nutrition account with over like 550,000 followers, reposted it but forgot to give me credit. The internet did its internet thing, and like we started like a trend, and my name became a spam word, and it was like hashtag credit for Julie. After a few hours of the internet exploding over, oh my god, give her her credit for her photo, Quest apologized, gave me the credit, and they emailed me personally, and they are sending me a box of Quest bars. And I love Quest, and I totally understand it was just a mistake on their part. Quest didn't need to send me anything. I love them, and even with the error, I totally understand sometimes you just forget to type something, so I'm very thankful that they're sending me a box of the Quest bars that I'm in love with right now. They taste like dessert. They have like a candy coating that's not actually candy, but it's so good, and they taste even better when you like heat them up in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds. It's like pumpkin pie. It's so good. So if you guys are interested in checking out this limited edition flavor, you can use my link in the description box and get your very own, and let me know how much you love them because they're so good. I thought that I would stem into some beauty favorites, and my first beauty favorite is my hair. This happened on, I think it was October 2nd, and I'm still immensely in love. No regrets. I'm the happiest I've ever been with my hair. I'm actually going back next week to get it darkened again because, as my hairdresser warned me, it will fade a lot the first time or two that it is dyed because I was so blonde underneath. If you guys didn't see the video where I revealed my new hair, I will link it right here and you can go check out that video. And as you can see, the blonde is really fighting its way back out. But it's okay, I'm still loving the color even though it's lighter right now. I'm so much happier than when it was that really harsh ombre. I think after I get my hair dyed back to being dark again, I might do like an updated red-haired hair care routine because I've obviously had to change up all my products to try to maintain the darkness and the redness for as long as possible. So let me know if you guys are interested in seeing an updated hair care routine because I would gladly film that for you. And I don't actually have that many beauty favorites this month. I only have 3 things that are really standing out to me right now. The first one is this lip color that I'm wearing, and I talked about it in a haul video that I don't think that I uploaded yet because I've been lazy and haven't edited it. So that will either be already up by the time you see this, or it'll be up soon, and I will leave the link in the description box. The lip color that I am currently wearing is a MAC lipstick. It is in the color Paramount, and it is a satin finish. It's basically my hair color in a lipstick, or at least right now it's a little bit darker, but I'm in love with this color. It is perfect for fall. It is perfect for my new hair color. I'm in love with this lipstick. My next beauty favorite also happens to be a MAC product, and it is the NC15 NW20 Studio Chromographic Pencil Crayon Multi-Usage. Yeah, that. It's basically their nude. That plane is so loud. Is today fly over my house day? Because seriously, if the doorbell's not ringing, it's planes. This pencil is, like it says, a multi-use pencil, but I've been using it for my waterline. I've been really wanting a perfect nude pencil for the waterline, and it stays all day, and it's not as harsh as having white in the waterline. It's perfect. It makes you look wide awake, especially for those days where you're exhausted and you have to go to work, but you don't want to look like you're a zombie. So you just put a little bit of a nude pencil in your waterline and you're good to go. Can you hear the children coming to ring my doorbell? Love Halloween, but guys, I'm trying to film here. And I think my last beauty favorite is the Marc Jacobs Decadence perfume, which I also did a full dedicated review video on, and I will link that right over here. I'm in love with this. I'm wearing it every single day. I've been getting compliments on it from everyone. I just walk past people and they go, "You smell delicious. What is that?" Doorbell. Trick or treat! Somebody please get that. Thank you. Please. Really? Sirens. Sirens. I'm trying to film a video. So my next favorite for this month I only got about a week ago, and they are my brand new Asics shoes. I've been wearing the same Asics shoes for the past year, maybe a little bit more, which you really shouldn't do if you're running because they become beaten down and they don't offer the right support. I finally upgraded. My old pair were the Asics Gel Cayano 20s, I think, and I loved those. I went to the actual Asics store and I had them like make me run on a treadmill, and they mapped out my foot and it was super cool. I highly recommend it if you're into running to go to like a running specialty store, and they can see what kind of arch you have, what kind of gait you have, and they recommend a pair of shoes for you depending on all those things. So they told me that the Gel Cayano was the right fit for me, and they were. They made running so much better. I love going to the gym. I hate running because my shins hurt, my ankles hurt, I flop around. I'm not a graceful runner unless I'm sprinting at like 14 miles per hour, then I'm perfect. But like long distance runs, I'm not the best at. But these shoes, they make running so much easier, and I can actually run a few miles and not die. Since I had the Gel Cayano 20s, these are now the Gel Cayano 22, and I've only had them for a week, so I'm still breaking them in, but I'm loving them so far. I feel like they're more cushioned, and they fit my foot better in the toe box. So far, I'm loving them. I'm still breaking them in. You gotta run a couple miles in them before they're really like your shoes. Right now, my hips are killing me. I can barely walk, but I'm loving the running again, and these shoes are actually really pretty for a pair of Asics. If you guys know anything about Asics running shoes, they're usually hideous, but my last pair of Cayanos were thankfully like a really pretty color combo, and these are even more subtle and pretty. They usually look like a unicorn threw up on your feet, like they're neon yellow and green and purple and orange all in one, but these are like black with white and some subtle hot pink and dark blue. Beautiful. So my next favorite is also fitness related, and it is my new Polar watch. I had the Polar FT7, I think it was, for the past 3 or 4 years, and changing the batteries was no longer fixing it. It was just not working. It wasn't tracking my heart rate right. It was saying I was going from like 226, which I'd be dead at, by the way. Your heart should not be able to beat at 226. No. And then it would say I'm down to like 40, all in the span of a minute. And that's just not how hearts work. So I chose the Polar A300. It is a little bit bulkier than most people would probably choose because, you know, there's the Nike Fitbits and stuff, and they're super thin and they're not clunky looking. But I like having big watches. I'm loving this thing. You don't need to wear the heart rate strap at all times. It tracks your fitness through your steps, and it can tell if you're like laying down sleeping or sitting or standing. And if you're sitting for almost an hour, it like buzzes and beeps and is like, hey, you need to move. You've been sitting still for like 55 minutes straight, which is great for being at a desk job because you get absorbed into the computer and typing and stuff, and then you're like, oh, it's been an hour. Let me do a lap around the office, which is something that I've been doing quite often because I basically don't want my legs to fall off. And the A300 has this really cool app. I think it's for all Polar watches now, but it's the Polar Flow app, and you can use it on your phone or on your computer. And I think it's so awesome because it tells you the hours you were asleep. Like on Thursday, October 29th, I was asleep from around 2:10 a.m. until about 8:30 a.m. You can see when you're sitting and when you're walking, and then when you put on the heart rate strap, you can turn on your watch to track your fitness activity for the day, whether it be running or weightlifting or whatever you're doing, and it tracks your heart rate and it tells you how many calories you're burning and all this awesome stuff, and it tells you when you reach your activity goal for the day. I'm really into tracking everything. I love tracking like my food and calorie intake, and also I love tracking how many calories I've burned, and it's super cool to see how far I've walked in a day, how many steps I've taken, to see how much of my day I spend sitting, how much of it I spend walking. Super cool. I love knowing all these things and like having it on an app, and just I love it. Talking about my phone reminded me of another favorite of mine for this month, and that is my new phone charger, which sounds super lame, but my old charger called it quits. It was like falling out of the little plug thing. It wasn't working, wasn't charging. It's supposed to do fast charge, and it wasn't doing that anymore. So I got a wireless charger, which it's not actually like wireless, like it's plugged into an outlet, but the connection of phone to charger is wireless. So basically it sits on my table. I still have to take my phone out of its Mophie case because that interrupts the signal. But basically all you do is plop it down and it charges. I think that's so cool. My next favorite I'm going to be doing an entire Army Girlfriend video on, but I got to see my boyfriend graduate from Army basic training. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it was amazing, and I loved it. And I'll talk all about it in the video that is going to be specifically all about that, so make sure you keep your eyes open for that video coming up very soon. And to wind down my favorites, I turned 22! I didn't do much for my birthday. I was so preoccupied with so much other stuff going on this month that I didn't even think about my birthday. I ended up going out to dinner with a friend, and it was great. We had a great time. We had some delicious burgers and some crazy confusing drinks. I couldn't tell you what I drank, but it was delicious. And when I came home, my mother had made me a Nutella cheesecake, and that was also very delicious. Since my favorites videos always have some sort of a music thing as a favorite, I thought I would save this one for last, and it is my birthday present from my boyfriend. And I don't know if you can tell what's behind me, because I'm kind of sitting in front of the last favorite, but there's two giant speakers that I don't have the cords and stuff for yet, but I do have an amplifier I can play music through. The thing I have behind me can play these. I got a record player, and it is beautiful. I've always wanted to start a record collection, and about 2 months ago I ordered my first vinyl, even without having a record player, but I needed to hop on this. This is the brand new Deja Entendu, and it was my first vinyl that I purchased. I needed to have it, and they're like super weird, and it was going to be gone in 5 seconds. So I got my hands on it, and I still didn't have anything to play records on. And about 2 days after my birthday, I got this giant package in the mail, and it was my birthday present from my boyfriend, and he got me a record player, and then I instantly ran and I bought the rest of brand new vinyls. I don't know why I've always wanted a record player, but it's just something I've always just dreamt of having, so I'm so excited to finally have one. So that's gonna wrap up my October favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave it a big thumbs up, and leave in the comments some of your October favorites. I hope you had an amazing Halloween. If you're not already subscribed, you totally should, so you're here for my next video, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!